Am I the asshole for refusing to let my sister-in-law babysit my baby and being unwilling to hear her out? My husband and I were in a bind, needing to be somewhere for our older child, so we asked my mother-in-law if she could watch our 3-month-old son for a few hours. She agreed, but when we arrived, she wasn't home, and one of my husband's sisters, Jane, 21, was there instead. Apparently, my mother-in-law wasn't going to be home for a while, so Jane offered to watch our son. I immediately said no. You see, Jane believes that babies are essentially mindless creatures who feel nothing. She thinks that their cries are meaningless and that we shouldn't respond to them no matter the reason. According to her, ignoring their cries won't have any negative consequences. She even goes so far as to call babies mindless. My husband called his mother and politely explained our concerns, then hung up because we were already extremely busy. We were now scrambling to find another babysitter. I thought that was the end of it until Jane stormed in, tears streaming down her face. She insisted that she wasn't a bad person and that she would never harm a child. She then accused me of discriminating against her because she doesn't want or have children like everyone else in the family. I told her plainly that I didn't care if she wanted children of her own, but I didn't like her beliefs about caring for babies. Instead of trying to understand, she doubled down, insisting that her approach to babies was logical and that I was wrong. She claimed that I was overly sensitive and didn't understand. As she continued to argue with me about how to care for my baby, I asked her to leave. She exploded, and my husband even tried to calm her down, saying that we weren't preventing her from seeing our kids altogether. But she just shouted, "Fuck you and your dumbass kids," and left. Now my mother-in-law is upset with me because Jane is still crying, and I'm wondering if I'm the asshole. I don't think I am, especially since no one else lets Jane babysit for the same reasons. But I'm the first person to actually say no to her face and tell her why instead of making up an excuse. Perhaps I was too harsh. Update 1. Jane is still furious with me and has been spreading rumors about me being a terrible mother. She claims that I'm emotionally abusive to my children and that I'm trying to keep her away from her nephew. My mother-in-law believes Jane and is now taking her side, accusing me of being selfish and heartless. I'm feeling completely isolated and overwhelmed. I don't know how to make this situation better.